Hello, viewers. Welcome to this edition of Music Chatter from Manjari Music. Today, we have with us a popular playback singer, as you can see, the singer Anupama, with over 300 songs to her credit in all four South Indian languages Hindi, English, and even French, which I just came to know about. I extend a hearty welcome to Chandralekha Anupama.
Thank you very much, Suresh ji and Maithily ji. Wonderful meeting you both during these Corona times.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank
Maithili?
you
Yeah.
so much for being with us and a warm welcome to Anupama ma'am. And as we all of us knows about you, like that Chandralekha Anupama, that is a hit. You are a natural singer, a pianist, a guitarist, if I'm not wrong. You are a
Yeah,
composer and start. Yeah.
actually, I started off as a playback singer. My aim was never
Okay.
to get into any other areas, just to sing. I would have been very happy just singing jingles. I didn't even
Okay.
have singing for films in mind. For me, my aim was just to be a good singer and to probably
Okay.
record some jingles and then probably record some songs of my own. That was my aim. So,
Yeah.
but it
Actually, you
has
Yeah.
been
started your career.
Providence. Yeah, it's
Okay.
Providence brought me here into playback singing. So, yeah, I have to consider myself extremely lucky because I was able to get into a field where people probably pay penance to, they really go through all kinds of, strict penance to get into this field, if I may say so. It's not an easy
Yeah,
drive
I
for
know.
most people, especially those days when I came in. It was not a cakewalk. It was very difficult hours of standing outside studios and very, very tough. Very, very.
Yeah, Maithili, can
And
continue.
sing, yes. Uh, what is it made you sing that pop and offbeat music? Was it your interest?
Well, it is not that I consciously chose to sing it. I have always had a leaning towards rock, pop, Western singing since childhood. So grew up, and I grew up in a Christian mission school. Like all of us, we go to choir and we sing, these Christmas songs and these Christian songs. So it's like part of growing up, I'd say, part of the musical culture of such schools. And that's how I started singing a lot of Western songs and stuff like that. And that's how I got it. So it's just by hearing these songs and imbibing them is how I got into singing this kind of song. It became a part of me so much so that I didn't want to explore anything else. I was very happy
Okay.
singing this kind, and it never even struck me. Though I have been, trained in Carnatic for some time. Like it's a peremptory thing where you have to go through a training in some communities and in some families. So I went through the Carnatic music thing, which I was not at all interested in. I know people will laugh at me if I tell them I was not interested. I used to get bored, and I used to kind of run away. I was more happy singing Lata Mangeshkar or Asha Bhosle or Whitney Houston or Barbara Streisand and stuff like that. Carpenters. That's what we grew up on. But I never ever even imagined I would be singing for a film one day, and that happened. Magic, magic.
Okay, so the films you started your singing with Suresh Menon's movie. What's that? Pudhiya Mugam. Am I right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So July Madam Vandal,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And which itself was an instant hit. The newbie Anupama.
yeah.
Now, but you are better known for the super duper hit Chandralekha.
Yes.
Can we listen to a few lines from that live?
Of Chandralekha? Yes, of course, sure. Konjam Nilavu, Konjam Niruppu, உன் ரகசிய எந்தன் தேகம் கொஞ்சம் நஞ்சு கொஞ்சம் அமுதம் உன் ரகசிய எந்தன் கண்கள் கொஞ்சம் மிருகம் கொஞ்சம் கடவுள் ஒன்றாக சேர்த்தால் எந்தன் நெஞ்சம் சந்திரலேகா Chandralekha Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
Maithily.
fantastic. So viewers also might have enjoyed it. This song is considered as the best techno-electric song ever composed even now. You sing it in a high, very high pitch, so effortlessly. Have you had a special training for doing so?
Nothing at all. It's just hearing all these songs all of the years and trying to get your feelings out. It's more of emoting for me. Singing is emoting. It's like for an actor, he uses his body to act. I use
Okay.
my body to sing and emote. So that's how it is. I never think that I have to sing this particular note at this particular range. It's just you feel something and it just comes out. That's all.
It naturally comes out.
Yeah, that's all. There is no
Okay.
training at all for me.
No, that's it. When you sang Chandralekha just now, I could see that Konjam Nirgam. That you know, that's something that it's a quality that I feel that all these singers need to imbibe, because people just try to imitate Konjam Mirgam. No, but we could see the emotions in you, So
Yes.
that's amazing. Now you have sung these types of songs. You have also sung very soulful songs, like in an Amitabh Bachchan star in for Hindi. If I remember the name, I've written it down. Ye
Up,
Raat, Ye
yeah,
Raat.
you're right. From
Yeah,
this, yes.
yeah. So
That was
now,
like
okay,
a very different song again. It was like an opening act for
exactly.
Ravina Tandon. Funniest part is it was a striptease song. So the moment I heard it, I said, "Oh my God, a striptease song! Why are they calling me for these kind of songs?" But then I realized it's done so tastefully, where she's completely dressed all the time. It's just the movements and all. It's really done so well. So yeah, again, I was very fortunate.
Yes. So now, Manjari Music is there, exists for to, at this point in time, our mission is to encourage new talents, find out hidden talents, and bring them out, okay, onto the world for the entertainment purposes, of course. So, this quality of yours is a must for every singer. We know that. So, do you have any tips for these budding and aspiring singers
Well, I would
on this
just say
acting behind? It's not just singing, how
yeah,
you need to your emotions and yeah.
because see, after all, we are in art. There are different ways of art. There's a different ways of expressing yourself through art. One could be through your voice, it could be through your body. Voice could be speaking, performing, acting, singing, and the body could be used for dance, for mime, for so many ways. So they're all finally the same thing. What is it? It's expression of yourself. It's simple expression of yourself. So whatever you do has to be to express what you feel inside. And once you feel about something and you're feeling strongly about something, it comes out in your art form. Simple. So when I look at a song, I don't see it as notes strung together or words strung together. I see it as a whole vision. I see it as, being part of theater, for example, being a character, being involved and flowing with the images which I create for myself in my mind. So that's how I approach any song, as long as it gives me the scope to do that, because this song gave me a scope. So most of the songs may not, but still you have to try and imagine something. Imagine that you're somewhere. For example, even the other song Julai Madam and all that, it's all
Yeah.
shot in Colombo. So imagine that you're in some atmosphere like that and you're happy and that comes out. So you have to feel everything inside, and that's when it will
Yeah.
be genuine. There has to be a lot of honesty within you, which has to come out through the art that you're pursuing. In this case, music or singing.
So how do you do that? Like, okay, let me ask you a practical example. If you've never fallen in love, can't you sing a love song?
Well,
I'm
you
pulling
may
you.
not
I'm
have
pulling your legs, by the way.
you see, you may not have fallen in love, but love per se, that emotion is experienced at different levels by different people. Love doesn't always mean romantic love. Love could be love for an animal, could be love for mother, father, daughter. So they all have something deep inside, right? Love is a very deep emotion, so which touches you. So in case you have to sing a love song and you've never fallen in love, think about something that you love a lot and sing. It just will work out. It'll sound convincing. It'll sound like you're really pining and talking about your lover, or you're thinking about your lover. It's the same thing as an acting. Since I'm a trained actress, I've been told that you should always even see there are a lot of situations you would not have gone through in life, and you may have to portray them as an actress, whether it's on film or on stage. Suppose you have never, for example, let's take a scenario. You have not experienced, a death in your life, let's
Yeah,
say, okay?
very
But you
important.
have to
Yes.
portray a scene wherein your father's lying there dead and you have to cry.
Mm.
We've gone through that. How are you going to ever portray the emotion? But you still have to bring it out, and it has to be genuine. How do you do it? You think of another emotion which made you cry.
Okay. That's a
So
nice
that's how
input.
it works,
Yeah.
and it works in everything the same way. Any performing art, whether it's dance or music or acting, it has to be the same. Using your voice, using your body, using every part of your body. And it is like you have to go back to suggestion or whatever of what is it that made you cry. What is it that brings that emotion out in you, that feeling, that thought, and you will be able to get that and replicate that. So it is not at all important that you have to agreed. If you have experienced that emotion, it'll be that much easier for you to bring it in.
Easier
But it's not
and better.
necessary. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah. Maithily. Maithily, your audio.
I'm unable to hear you,
Yeah, yeah. So,
Michael.
if that was somehow muted. If I ask you to sing a song from the songs which you have sung, which you love the most, which is that one song that comes to your mind instantly?
Instantly, right now, top of mind
Yeah.
recall is Julai Madhum Mandal, because that was my very first song. And that song was like a surprise for me because I went there and never even thought he was going to sing for a film. I thought he was singing for a jingle. I thought Rahman had called me to sing a jingle, and I go there and I see Vairamuthu and Suresh said, he told me you're singing the song. We're going to try your voice. Chitraji is going to sing it, but we want to try your voice. And that's how that happened. Just matter of fact. So I was like, there, I'm prepared, thinking I'm going for a jingle, and there I am singing the song. So that song is a favorite because that's the very first song which came out. It's very close to my heart. And yeah, I love the music and the way it has been treated. So I love that song because it's so peppy and beautiful and natural. I don't think that kind of a music and that kind of a song has come out after that. It's very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So can we have a few lines then?
Yes.
sure. ஜூலை மாதம் வந்தால் ஜோடி சீரும் வயசு, மாலை நேரம் வந்தால் பாட்டு பாடும் மனசு, அச்சம் நாணம் என்பது ஹைதர்கால பழசு, முத்தும் முத்தம் போடவா ரத்தம் புத்தம் புதுசு, ஜூலை மாதம் வந்தால் ஜோடி சீரும் வயசு, மாலை நேரம் வந்தால் பாட்டு பாடும் மனசு.
Beautiful. You're
Thank you.
transporting us back to those days.
Yeah, 90s, the good old 90s, ain't it, Suresh?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah, I know. Okay, now, as you're already aware, we from Manjari Music are there to, I've told you, like, we are there to encourage new talents. Now, we are fortunate, by the way, that we have two big labels like Lahari and Inreco supporting us in this venture. So, and we receive a huge number of applications every day. Okay, but unfortunately, we have to go through them, and only around 10% or perhaps slightly lesser get approved. So, I mean, do you have any tips for these youngsters and newbies
Who are getting into
to,
independent music?
yeah, independent music, or they just want an opportunity to sing on any platform? Could be even a
Correct,
cover song. Okay.
correct, correct.
Now, is there anything that any level that they need to reach before sending out such an application? I mean, it's just to help them, because see, most of them haven't had any basic training in music. And it's not necessary, I wouldn't say, because they're natural singers. You are one. So, but still, they should be able to introspect.
Yeah,
A self
absolutely. That's the
introspection is
most,
needed.
you said the word right. You have to have a lot of introspection. And when you're just starting out and you're not sure if you're singing well enough or if you're good enough to, go on a record or to go on a channel live or whatever it is, I think first is to sing to yourself, record yourself, and see what you feel about yourself. Because when you're singing live, what you sound to yourself could be very different from what it is when you're recorded. That's what many amateurs have that difficulty. Like when you
Yes.
sing, you feel like you're singing correctly, but after you hear it recorded, you say, "Oh my God, did I sing that? That's sounding really funny. That's not me. That's not how I sound." That's what people will say. So you got to keep hearing. You have to be very, very clear about your tones. When you're singing, you have to be a little technical and concentrate on how your voice is carrying across. Just be very careful because you're recording music here.
Yeah.
Okay, you're recording music here, you have to be even more careful. It's something you sung once and it's gone, no one will care. But once it's recorded, all your little teeny, tiny flaws are going to come through and they're going to show. So you have to be very clear on how your note is carrying across. Make sure there are no false notes, what's called off key. You have to be very sure of that because those are the basic necessities. Singing on in tune. And the only way you can improve is by singing more, but not just blindly. You have to sing, record yourself, and see where you're going wrong. So there is a progressive, there is a increase in your efficiency in singing or whatever you call it. You become a better singer
Yeah.
because you have to listen
Yeah.
to yourself. You will not
Mm.
always have someone telling you, "Hey, you're going there, you're going wrong there, you're going here." And we have all the technology now. You don't even have to. We have to go and look at a tape recorder, record ourselves, and see. But here, you have a cell phone. You have beautiful softwares where you can just record yourself. It's so clear. You'll know where you're going wrong, right? So, and you have to concentrate only on those areas where you're going wrong and practice them again. So, you have to be a
Okay.
very efficient musician or a singer. It's no point you singing for one. I sang 3 hours today, and then tomorrow I didn't sing at all, or one week I didn't sing. So it has to be a regular practice wherein you're saying, you're dedicating yourself and saying, half an hour every day I'm going to practice. And
And each
unless
time
you're happy,
record.
just record
Each
yourself
time
and
you.
see.
Oh God.
Record
Okay.
yourself. Every time record yourself and see how you're sounding. Then practice some more, record yourself. Compare your previous recording to how you're sounding now. You will see the difference. You will see the difference. Be conscious of what you're singing. Okay, you get the
Train
yes.
yourself.
I'm talking this. I'm talking about absolute amateurs who had no training and
Yes.
may have been told that their pitching is not okay. They are not sounding professional enough. There will be a lot of such things coming out from professionals. So they have to first work on themselves to get that pitching and their enunciation. You have to always talk with your mouth open. You have to enunciate
Yeah.
this is very important, not just for speech, in singing. Because especially recorded singing, if you can't understand how your word starts, where it is in the middle, where it ends, people won't understand what you're singing. And the most important things are lyrics. The tune comes later. Because you're talking about something. The words, uh, music is a vehicle to reach the words across to a person.
Beautiful. Mm.
Very important. Because according to me, lyrics come first. And that's why if the lyrics don't appeal to me, I cannot sing. If they're not doing anything to me in some level, but they're not appealing to me aesthetically or in whatever way possible, I will not be able to sing. And if the lyrics are, kind of off in terms of not aesthetically good, with bordering on obscenity and vulgarity, definitely not. Because unless the singer is comfortable with that, he or she will not be able to give or perform their best. So you have to search for yourself that is okay. But this comes only with film singing. It doesn't translate to
Yeah.
independent music because you're going to do your own stuff. But here I am talking about film singing. So here, when you write either you would be writing the piece of music or somebody would be writing it for you. I mean to say the lyrics, not just the music.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure your lyrics are flowing beautifully. with the music. So these are things you have to really be careful about as a composer. You can't just put
Yeah.
anything anywhere just because you have to fill in a word there. It has to
Yeah,
go
I know.
musically, it has to flow beautifully. The meter is so important. The words have to be in meter and be musical. That's why you can't use every word in the spoken language in music. You can't just put any words that you're using in music, can you? The words have to be lyrical, they have to be musical, they have to go in a flow, in a meter. So these are the things as far as writing is concerned. And once your lyrics are in place, believe me, and you read it like a story first, you don't even need to sing it. Flows like a
Oh,
story.
okay.
And
Yeah.
then once you speak it out like a story, the emotions will flow naturally. You
Mm.
don't have to like force yourself to put in any emotions. And when the lyric is making sense to you, it's conveying a story to you, and you feel something about it,
Yeah.
automatically your singing will be that much more beautiful, more powerful, and it'll flow beautifully. You don't have
And
to
it'll
say,
be
oh, look, you will never feel, oh, I think I should have put in more emotion here or not. It'll all, it's a cohesive, it's a flow. There will be a flow
I'm
right
sure
through.
when you
And
after you sing a song in a studio, you would get those vibes. Yes, this is
yes,
going to be
yes,
a good song.
yes.
This is
Uh,
okay, okay.
yeah, I get those vibes. It is a little rare because not always do you get songs with great lyrics in a studio. But when I'm doing my own songs, all of them, I make sure lyrically they are there. They are very meaningful. They are talking contemporary issues. So I'm very particular about the kind of lyrics that I want to get out into my music. So I work towards that. In films, what I'd say is if you want me to talk about film, uh, if you're comfortable singing the lyrics, fine. Then you can go ahead and sing it. Is that you first imagine yourself to be in a certain situation for that particular song. So that will help you emote better.
Yeah.
See yourself as the person, protagonist of the song in the particular location and sing that song. That's one way
Okay.
you will just get. It's like getting into, like they say, getting into the character and acting. So you're getting into the mood of the song, into the
Yeah.
character of the person that you're emoting for in a film and in an independent song, in the character of the person for whom the song is created. So it doesn't mean just because you're singing it's you or the character, it could be any other character too
Yeah,
who's
I
singing them.
understand. Yes.
So it's like an actor. I'm just giving that kind of analogy because that's how I look at it and because of my
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Maithily, yeah.
And this immediately after COVID, we feel that it's a time for independent music, independent singers to rise, especially in India. What's your thoughts about it?
Definitely. I'm always for independent music because independent music does not have any restrictions. It's
Okay.
beyond borders, it's beyond language, it's beyond religion, it's beyond everything. There are no restrictions. You can do what you want. No one is there to tell you, no one is there to hold the reins of the creative control. It's completely with you. So it's completely your baby. It's your product. You can do what you want. So nothing can be better than independent music, creating your own independent music or singing it or whatever. Because
Okay.
that's what music should be all about. Creating what you feel deeply about. You're not
What you
creating
feel like?
something
Okay.
for the sake of creating it, right? It has to be what comes from within you. And that's why independent music is the most important form of music. I don't know what word, if
Okay.
I have used the wrong word, is the most important thing to happen.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
So it is going to be the era of independent music.
It should be. See, it has been for quite some time, but then you
Okay.
see it getting stronger and the movement growing stronger only because being confined to homes, you can't go out, you can't go to studios. And
Okay.
it's become that much more viable for people to have their own small studios at home and start churning out their music. I'm
Okay.
saying if you have a musical thought, immediately record it. If you have all the necessary whatever to record it, otherwise you have your mobile, you just record your thoughts on that
Okay.
and work on that. And the times are such that nobody is expecting you to be absolutely perfect in what you do. As long as it's genuine, it's musical, and it's coming from within you, it will work. and people will appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a
That's
good,
nice.
yes.
So we from Manjari are happy to be working or planning to work on an independent album with you, Anupama. I hope it will go to
Inshallah,
great
as they
heights.
say, yes.
Okay, so we have some comments over here from people. So let's see. Okay, that's one. Jyoti Sri Krishnan. He says it's great to listen to my favorite song, Anu. So I don't know whether you know her. Then we
Oh,
have Years
thank
May
you,
Pass.
Jyotishri. Yes.
This
Ah,
is
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Sukesh. Years may
Yeah.
pass, but this song from your voice sounds fresh and awesome always.
Thank you very much, Sukesh. So kind of you.
So
Thank you,
one of my
Jyotishri.
favorite singers and best human being. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So
I think the second part means so much to me.
yes. So that's another thing which I know you so well that we can talk for hours. But I
Yeah, of
promised you I
course,
won't
of
take too
course.
much of your time because to the viewers, Anupama is also involved as a women's empowerment champion. Do I
Yeah.
call you that? Yeah.
No,
And
no,
she's
no, don't call
also
me a champion, but I'm someone who is
okay.
involved in such issues. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because as a woman, I
And
think we cannot keep quiet when you see injustice happening to another woman. So,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
true.
And
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
and
Simple.
these gender and sexual issues, which she has also taken her to handling transgender issues. So
Yeah.
am I right? Yes.
LGBTQIA. Yeah, I'm very, very deeply
LGBT.
concerned and connected with the LGBTQIA community, which are a minority, and I think they've faced a lot of flack. And though the government has removed the restrictions and they've normalized things and they've removed the criminal penalty or whatever, still it's not got into the heads of people that it's okay. It's absolutely normal to be the way they are. That's how they're born. And I think we as artists can do a lot towards this, and we can work towards removing that stigma from their minds through music, through art. And yes, I'm always for the underdog. So any kind of minority which is in trouble, I'm always there to support them. And that's that's
Yeah.
that's how I got into this.
So well, this best human being brought this into this one. This was not scheduled. We
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
a separate talk about this.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
there's
We can.
someone. Yeah, next is we have Daniel Thomas saying Trida Trida. No, no, this is 3D, right?
Oh.
He's just saying Trida Trida, but I was just saying
Okay.
the two women over there, they're 3Ds. Okay,
Oh,
then
I
we
see.
have
I see.
Okay.
It's a compliment. Okay.
then we have Chiri Padmakumar, who says appreciate Dr. Maithily and Anupama. They are well-known personality. Thank you, thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
So then we have one Giri
Namaskaram.
who says Namaskaram. Then we
Namaskaram,
have
Giri.
Hamsa Rani who says hi Anupama and
Hi,
loves you.
Hamsa. Hi, hi.
So then we have Madhusudran Jayakrishnan. Nice to hear from Anupama with regards from Madhu Sri Lanka.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so Hamsa Rani says, I want to hear some songs first, dear Anupama. Hamsa Rani, thank you for this comment. Well, she
Another
has
day.
sung two songs, bits of two songs. We'll ensure, thank you for this comment. We'll make her wind up also with another song. Don't you worry. And great cook and sensitive girl, empowered with and empowering women and other political human issues. Oh my God, that's another thing. You're a cook also.
Huge compliment,
So
Hansarani. That's a huge, huge compliment to me. And it's too much of a weight for me to bear. I mean, it's too much of a, whatever you call it, you've given to me, like,
okay, so it's only 5:30 p.m. now. So I think I can walk down and I would still reach before an early dinner to your house. So we
That's
have
great.
one question from Pratish Muni. What difference do you feel when you sing for ad jingles and films?
ad jingles are, first of all, the duration of time is short. And there's not such an investment of emotions in an ad jingle, you know. Okay, I look at it from 2 points of view, one in terms of singing, the other in terms of composing. In terms of singing, it's very short and sweet, and it doesn't take much time. And whatever has to be conveyed has to be conveyed very, very, very quickly within the few seconds. So that's where the challenge lies. But in
But
no way,
that's the lyricist. That's the lyricist's work, not the singer's work.
No. Even for a singer, to be able to convey the emotions within that time is
Oh,
something.
okay.
Depending on what kind of a composition it is, of course.
Okay.
Now, and in in terms of composing, it's much more challenging than doing a film song, because you have the time constraint. You have to bring everything in that time constraint, and you have to stick by the creative brief, the advertising brief given by the agency. You can't falter on that, and they are there at every second telling you, no, this is not how the word should come out, because the brand is not. So it's a lot of technical things are running through this. So it's a different kind of a problem. But any day composing for a film is far easier. You have much more freedom of time, and in terms of resources and stuff like that. So it definitely is better. But there's another challenge which we will talk about in another session probably.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
There is always a plus and minus to everything. But jingles
Yeah,
are
so
my all-time favorite. All-time favorite.
I
Because
know,
you
but
go, you
jingles
finish,
are
you come out.
tougher. Yeah, but you said jingles are tougher than film music, which is slightly taking me off.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it depends on what kind of a composition it is. It depends. It depends. There are times when you have to do like, I think sometime back I did something for Parley Zinger or something. It was a Bombay client and I had to go there. I just did the vocals for that. And that was amazing. Like it was like using different kind of voices and very, very, very unique thing. I don't remember it now. So otherwise I would sing it out for you, but it was any day. It took us, I think, about 7-8 hours. We started in the morning, and by the time we finished, it was 9:30. It took us 12 hours to finish that jingle. It was done with bits
Oh
and
my
pieces,
God.
with all kinds of layering. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on what the composer is going to do with that. What kind of a thing? It's not like just singing, like washing powder Nirma, washing powder Nirma. That is something you can finish in 10 minutes on a studio and get out. It's not like that. This got like a whole story was built about the brand, and it was a promo thing, and about how it is like building a story with a brand with different characters, and the voices were the different characters. It was mind blowing, very tough work. Probably the toughest jingles I've ever done. I don't know if it's out yet.
I
I was
know.
just seeing, but it was really amazing with what all stuff was done there. Yeah. But it's rare. It's
Yeah.
rare. Yeah, but those kind of work are very challenging but very satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So,
Maithily.
yeah. Can we just wind up this session with your lovely voice again? Yet another song.
So quickly.
Which
You're
is
winding up so quickly, is it?
Very
because
quickly.
it's all
We've been at it only
okay.
some 34 minutes.
34 minutes. Yes.
We will do another
And
session with songs only. Why not?
yes,
Sometime.
yes, we can. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we can
can
plan one
have
like
a.
that. So this was
When
just
your
a chat.
when your
Yeah,
album releases.
exactly. And then we can
Yes,
do
yes.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So she was
Any,
asking something.
yeah, you say something,
What is the
Maithily.
song?
Any one song of your
Any
choice,
song?
any language, any language.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I
That's
was
great.
thinking that I will
French.
sing in a language which I grew up singing, which I'm most comfortable singing, which is a non-film song, and which is very,
Okay.
German.
very relevant and pertinent for today's times. So I thought I will sign off with this.
Please.
I'm sure when you hear it, you will know.
What language is it? Because it should be in
It's
German
in
or
English.
something. Because we
No,
in
I
English.
will not
Okay.
sing
Thank
in
you.
those languages. People will not be able to understand what I'm saying. So I will never do that. It's in English.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. English.
Yeah. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people sharing or today. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no more countries, It isn't hard to do. No one to kill or die for, and no religion to imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you join us and the world will be as one. Imagine no more possessions. I wonder if you can. No more greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Ooh, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Hope someday you join us and the world will be as one.
How do you do this? That the very first song, I don't know, somewhere I heard this song and it was a Tamil song and it was not Chandralekha, something else earlier, I think. And suddenly, who's the singer? And I was driving and then I called up someone, hey, there's this song, who is it? That's a new girl, Anupama. You haven't heard that July Madam Mandal? Ah, that song, okay. But then this is, I was wondering, see, basically at one or two places, if that is there, it's there. But now the song you sang is there everywhere. How do you manage that? Namaskaram. I don't have anything to say. So, Maithily, we'll wind up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so thank you, viewers. Thank you, viewers. Hope you enjoy the show. So please feel free to subscribe and share. And let's wait for Anupama's album releases
next
very
session.
soon.
Next session also
Thank you
live.
for all your
Yeah, and the next session also very soon.
Yes, surely. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mike.
you.